Welcome back, everybody.
It's another episode of the
Bellied Up
podcast.
Presented by Fleet
Farm.
We love it.
Hey, folks, welcome to another episode of the Bellied Up podcast. I'm your fearless host, Charlie Behrens.
And I'm your fearful host, Miles Montplaisir.
Montplaisir.
I never say my last name. Isn't that kind of weird?
I like
It was kind of uncomfortable even just saying my last name. You know why I don't?
Oh, because it's not about you.
No, actually, I was going to say it's very hard to pronounce. So
yeah, and it's very hard to pronounce. If you don't say it, it's hard for you to pronounce.
It's hard for anyone to pronounce, especially after a couple of these beers.
I cannot pronounce it without saying like Montplaisir.
I get a lot of mountain to pleasure, but you know,
Miles Montplaisir is
it's Montplaisir.
Montplaisir.
I'm kind of pissed I didn't know what Eau Claire meant because if it's French, you know,
should know.
I'm a Frenchman.
You're a Frenchie.
So that's why I don't get in bar fights. I try and talk my way out of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of which, the bartender here at Palmer's was showing us his
It's what, Charlie? Was this going on in the bathroom? What?
his hand.
Oh, his hand.
He punched a guy in the tooth, got an infected deal. Apparently, if you punch someone in the tooth,
That's the kind of charm you get.
go to the docks. Go to the docks because you don't know what funny things are hiding in people's teeth, gingivitis and whatnot. You get in your your hand doesn't know how to handle gingivitis.
Is that what happened?
I guess so. I'm not a doctor.
I think the bigger lesson is just don't punch someone in the mouth with gingivitis.
That sounds like a New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
maybe head for the temple instead of the mouth.
no, but just don't. You don't want to punch people, probably.
Well, no, I don't punch people. I'm a Frenchman. I don't fight.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oui.
Miles, New Year's is coming up.
Oh, we're getting into it.
Well, I thought that I had this whole transition.
I know. I had a okay.
Oh, you had a joke? No. Let's rewind the
I don't
tape.
remember it now.
We rewound it.
I don't remember it. So New Year's Eve.
Oh, no, now I'm not in the mood to talk about New Year's because you're not.
Then let's just sit here.
Okay,
So wait until when call comes in.
Okay. So Miles, New Year's is coming up.
I believe that there's two ways to do New Year's.
Okay.
And this is going to be pretty obvious. It's mostly like anything, but stick with me.
Okay.
Low key and high key.
Low key, high key. I'm more of a middle of the road.
I think high key goes from about 18 to about 24, 25-ish age-wise. And then after that, it's pretty low key. New Year's Eve. Until I feel like my parents, when growing up, they would like... Once we got old enough to like stay home by ourselves on New Year's, they would get they'd go out with their friends on New Year's again.
Oh,
There's like a window there where it's like 25 till when your kids are old enough that you're just doing nothing. You're just chilling at home. You're watching the Dick Clark's New Year's Eve bash.
Oh, it's still called it with Ryan Seacrest, right? Or
is it still Dick Clark's?
Dick Clark Productions.
I don't know. It was Dick Clark's New Year's Eve bash or whatever, and the ball dropping.
Yeah, they still drop the balls, or they drop the ball.
I hope people's balls are still dropping. That's all I gotta say. Otherwise, this could turn into a weird world.
Yeah. Well, we're off to a good start on this podcast. Miles.
So what's your favorite thing to do on New Year's, Charlie?
My favorite thing to do on New Year's? Oh man, I'm not like a high key New Year's guy.
I didn't say. What's your favorite thing to do on a low key New Year's?
I don't know. Let's start over. I need to think of something. Miles, you go while I think of something.
Same question.
Hey, Miles.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to do on New Year's?
One of my favorite things to do is drink champagne because I don't do it that often.
It's super basic, dude.
But here's the thing.
Have
you ever had a champagne buzz that's just perfect?
Oh.
And it lines up with the ball drop at midnight.
No. So I've been doing it wrong.
I think
This sounds like a country song called Champagne Buzz.
You get a bottle of Andre.
Champagne Buzz on New Year's Day.
Yeah. She left me with a champagne buzz. No one to kiss at midnight.
She left me standing.
That's a great country song right there.
With a champagne
country music
buzz.
no one ever talks about champagne buzzes ever. It's always beer and whatever.
Yeah, and now they're getting into White Claws. Everybody's...
Hey, can I get in on your next album?
Yeah.
I had to do it publicly, otherwise he'd have said no.
No, I would have said yes to your face and just, never returned your call on it. Come on, I'm from the Midwest.
Oh yeah, actually, the whole album's done already, Miles.
Do you want to be in on it, Miles?
Well, I'm thinking that we just wrote a song right now.
All right.
Champagne.
No. Wait. Let's start from the top.
It is
Okay. Or the chorus. Champagne buzz. It is a river.
Like that song, same type of vibe.
Yeah.
Some say love. It is her. That same vibe.
I think you should take singing lessons because you're like right there. You're at the precipice.
You sound like my 7th grade choir teacher. That wouldn't let me into choir class because of it.
Dude, my like 7th, I think it was younger. I think 5th grade choir teacher. I remember we were all singing. And
well, naturally.
No, but I
okay.
I remember I was singing so bad that Mr. Skinner, I remember that. He said, "Hey, let's try this one more time. Everybody sing except you."
Mouth it. Yeah, just lip sync it. Yeah. Is what we want you to do.
It's like how am I supposed to learn if you won't let me sing?
I mean, that sounds like me in 7th grade in choir class, just lip syncing. That's what I would do. So you, well, the guy that you do,
Adam Grohl.
You guys sing, and then music video will be me lip syncing it.
I like it. Let's do it. Champagne buzz.
It'll look a lot like when Chris Farley did Chippendales. That's what I'm thinking, because on Christmas Eve you dress up real fancy with like a bow tie.
New Year's Eve.
What I say?
You said Christmas Eve.
Damn it. New Year's Eve. You dress up nice. It's a black tie affair. I'll just wear I'll be Chippendales Chris Farley.
I like
music
that.
Video.
I like that. Just not none but bow tie and your chest hair
and your cufflinks. Yeah.
Miles, so have you ever opened a champagne bottle with a knife?
No, I don't trust myself with that.
You know what?
I've watched too many internet videos now to even attempt that.
Yeah.
You?
I've done it. Yeah.
Is it pretty cool when it works?
Yeah, when it works.
Imagine, yeah.
But then sometimes you can get like, if you do it wrong, and I've done it wrong before too, and it's just not worth it. Don't do it. Do it on a bottle. What's the cheap stuff?
Andre.
Cook's isn't Cook's kind of cheap too.
Cook's same church, different pew.
Same church, different pew. Yeah. Same shelf at the Piggly Wiggly. Oh wait, are they not a sponsor? What's your one? What do you guys do? Don't you have what's it called? Not Holiday, the grocery store. I forget.
Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee. Yeah, I can never. They don't have Hy-Vees where I'm from.
Yeah. Yeah, they got that at Hy-Vee.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we do that at the Hy-Vee. Anyway, we started off with a great plan of what we were going to talk about in this intro, and I think I screwed it up already. We're at Palmer's, by the way, here in Minneapolis.
You're so critical.
I edit in real life.
No, just let it ride.
Just be in the moment. Let's get in the present. You and me.
No matter how this goes down, you want to go roto a bottle of Andre down?
That'd be great.
That would be great.
That would be cool. Should we do it out of a paper bag?
Yes. And we're going to do it right on the street, right outside
here.
Of Palmer's.
That's perfect.
Good thing this is pre-recorded and not live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really a champagne. Your favorite thing to do on New Year's?
Because
favorite way to bring in the new year?
I don't do it otherwise.
Are you a New Year's resolution guy?
Oh, am I?
Is he?
Jared, grab the mic. Jared, I want you to tell the folks. So we do New Year's resolutions on You Betcha Radio, found where all podcasts be found.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
And what was my resolution for 2021?
Shed some weight.
No. What was it?
What?
It was to get cut.
To get cut. Yeah.
It was to get cut.
Well, you've been cutting.
And you want to know what well, this year, yes. But in 2021, when I made the resolution,
yeah,
I walked on a treadmill twice The
whole
entire year.
The
Yeah.
whole year, Miles?
I tried hydroxycut. That didn't work. Turns out mixing hydroxycut and beer doesn't work. Hydroxycut and beer don't mix. You know, it's like oil and water. But
Well, you've been golfing is pretty much a treadmill, isn't it? Do you ever walk the course?
Unless you only, because I have a rule. I don't golf unless I can ride a cart.
Really? Dude, I
There's been so early on in the year, right? The golf course is sopping wet from all the snow melting and stuff.
right.
I had a buddy call me like, "Hey, we're going golf. You want to come?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Just so you know, it's walking only. You can get a push cart." I go, "Hey, I'll catch you next time." Like,
Hey, I haven't seen you in 20 years. We were great friends. You want to go golfing? Yes, of course. We're walking. Yeah, I'll see you in 20 more.
I'll see you next 20.
Yeah. Do you ever go frisbee golfing?
Frolfing?
Yeah.
Well, so wait, does the industry, do they call it frolf or do they call it disc golf? I think they call it disc golf, right?
I don't know.
Like frolfing is like, oh, you aren't actually a frolfer if you call it frolf.
I mean, I really don't know. I don't really play this
I've
game
been
that
pretty
much.
public on You Betcha Radio saying that frisbee golf's lame.
It's super lame. I mean, are you kidding me? But, you know, if you think about it, golf is pretty lame too, you know?
Okay. All right.
I mean, seriously.
Let's cool it with that. All right.
What? Are they a sponsor?
Golf is a sponsor. Yes.
Look, I golf.
It's the
and
only
I
sport you
frisbee
can
golf.
do into your like 90s, dude.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's golf.
You just don't like all the rules and snobbery around it, correct?
I don't. I don't like
love
that.
it. I don't love it either, but I do respect it. You know?
Okay, well, all right. So I don't respect it, but what I
I respect the rules of golf.
do you?
The etiquette of golf. I do respect because
Yeah,
my dad's a golfer, and
Yeah.
so he growing. I think
makes
it's how
sense.
you were raised.
This,
you know?
this makes sense because you got so pissed at me when I was golfing with you, and I was being disrespectful on the course.
Yeah, it's like the one thing that I don't do that's bottom shelf. You know, it's like, hey, etiquette on the course. Here,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I mean, we've all look. I respect the fact that you respect
Thanks.
something.
Hey, that means a lot.
Yeah,
That means a lot.
I respect the fact that you have so much respect for. Do you tuck your shirt in?
It's
on
like
that?
the only thing I have standards for. You know?
You know what? You know what ruined it for me though? I was a caddy early on at a country club.
I think we've talked about this on some podcasts, right?
I think so. But
Some jackass, you left after 9 holes, didn't you? or
I
something?
did. Oh, you remember the stories I don't remember telling. Oh my gosh. Well, so what's your resolution this year, pal?
Okay. You're putting me a little bit on the spot.
Okay.
You know, I started working out this year
You look
in
good.
2022. I've been, I was a little bit on like, went to the game, Vikings game and all that. So I'm not in tip top shape right now, but
Give a
I
flex.
think
Give a flex. Do you mind?
I'm not flexing. No, I'm not. That's not me flexing yet.
Can you flex?
No, I
Wow, your arm is shaking.
No, I'm not
do
flexing. No,
you have
let me
massive.
flex.
All right. It feels the same.
No, I haven't flexed yet.
Okay. All right.
I haven't flexed yet. I'll let you know when I'm ready to flex. What'd you think of it? What'd you think of it, though? What'd you think? Was it hard?
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
You know, you do it. You got some big biceps.
Yeah, and I wasn't even flexing. So.
Oh, man.
No, my New Year's resolution this year is to get back to my drinking weight. I don't like me, losing a few pounds. I think I got to get back up.
Okay.
Bulking gear.
Flask guy, right?
Yeah, well, that's another one. So I want to get, I don't like me cutting weight. That's, it's like I can go up a flight of stairs and not get out of breath, which sucks,
Yeah.
No, actually on YBR, short for You Betcha Radio, where all podcasts be found.
I've heard of that podcast before.
My New Year's resolution there is to become a flask guy and a thermos guy. So basically all metal containers is what I'm going for in 2023. thermos. It's it's representative of coming to work.
I like that.
I
like
if
that.
a guy shows up to work with a thermos, that guy's getting shit done.
He's not pissing around going out to Starbucks in the middle of the day.
You're not going to those other fancy coffee places. He's also not doing any coffee pot talk either.
Yeah.
He's got that baby parked right next to him on the desk, and he's just working away. So that's really what my New Year's resolution this year is.
I like that. I like that
What
a lot.
about you?
I'm thinking that this year I'm going to try and do more stuff.
That's a good bartender.
I know.
A great
You know what?
bartender sees you spit out your beer like I just did, and had like a napkin before the beer even hit the bar top. She handed me a napkin. So you just want to do more stuff.
Is that what was so funny that you spit out your beer? No, I turned my mic off. Last year I spent a lot of time not I've spent a lot of time working and stuff, and I just want to fix that dumbass carburetor.
You want some more time to yourself.
Yeah, I want to dink around in my garage more.
You want to really think about all the hobbies in your life. Really,
I used to be a hobby guy.
I know, and then now you're just working.
I'm just a workaholic, gal darn it, and I'm gonna learn how to.
You work so hard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At least somebody sees it.
No, I know, and I told you. You told me how many shows you did last year.
Yeah.
And I said, "Cripes all Friday."
Yeah.
As you would say.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe how many shows you were doing. So
I'm not touring till the fall. I am gonna be dinking around in the garage a lot. That is my New Year's resolution. I am gonna rebuild that carburetor. I'm telling you that right now.
I believe you.
And I need to do it in the next month before the real good snow comes, because I'm getting that.
Use it.
I'm getting it out on Lake Winnebago.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's it. Boom. You know what? I'll keep it simple. Get that snowmobile out on Lake Winnebago.
Get it humming.
Get that 1980 Yamaha humming like it's a 1982. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. There we go.
Blow some air through the holes in the carburetor and get that bad boy up and rocking and rolling.
And you're on your way.
We're on our way. You know what's funny?
Can you promise me one thing though?
Yeah.
This winter, then, if you're going to get that thing humming,
Yeah.
I want you to drive the snowmobile to a bar and have a beer at the bar and park your sled outside. Can you do that for me?
I'll do it right. I'll do it at Smitty's in Fond du Lac.
There we go.
Yeah. Or Schmitty's.
Fondy.
My folks' dog's name is Smitty, and I always mess him up.
Wait, what did you?
I call it Smitty, but Smitty is my dog's
It's
name.
Schmitty's.
Schmitty's is the
Yes.
name of the
In Fondy.
Yeah, I go there with my Grandma Sue a lot. That's her
right.
main staple. You know what? Maybe I'll get Grandma Sue on the back of the sled.
Oh, that was close. I almost spit my beer out again.
Stop drinking when I'm talking.
You're
Jeez.
just that funny. So, guys, if you want to see a funny show, go to Charlie Barron's show this coming year, the fall.
In the fall.
Be looking for the dates. Stand-up show. I guarantee that you'll spit out your beer at least once during that show.
At least once, because it goes down the wrong pipe. You know what I also want to do, since we're talking
What else
about
do you
it?
want to do, Charlie?
I want to scuba dive. I've never.
Tougher to do up here in the,
But you know what? The Great Lakes have some of the best scuba diving.
Do you got to get scuba certified?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not like a forklift. You can't pretend on
No,
that.
I was going to say, you're scuba certified, huh, Barron's?
No, I'm not. I've snorkeled. But, like scuba diving.
Same church, different pew.
Yeah. And you guys know I like bird watching. Scuba diving opens up a world of underwater birds, What?
It does. You're absolutely right.
I mean,
I've never thought about that till just now.
No, I was looking at the river. I live close to a river, and some of these water ducks. Oh my gosh, they get down there for a while. How cool would it be to see a bird?
So I thought you were referring to fish as aquatic birds.
Yeah, well, that's.
But you're saying you want to go somewhere and see actual birds dive underneath the water. You want to go somewhere where you can scuba with loons, is what you're saying.
Yeah, Luna diving.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was a metaphor that fish are the aquatic birds.
That is a metaphor I've made before as well.
All right. Well, there we go. I think we got a big 2023 ahead,
I think we do.
and I'm excited. Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah. And Miles, I'm sorry I called golf lame.
I know. I know you didn't mean it.
I didn't.
So-
I mean, I did and I didn't.
See, I was really, really nice about the scuba diving and and the carburetor talk, and you were kind of shitting on the golfing.
I know, and so that's why I feel bad because
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to shit on me and you hadn't,
I know.
and so
That's-
now I'm apologizing.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It would make me feel better if you shat on me a little bit, but we got a whole podcast for you to do that. So,
Okay.
should we take some callers?
Callers ahead.
Hello, how are you today?
Hello, I'm doing great. What is your name?
My name is Jess. How are you?
Jess? I'm doing good, Jess. Where are you calling in from, Jess?
I'm calling in from Canada.
Canada.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh.
calling in from Canada. Eh?
Oh, Miles is doing a bad Canadian impression. And Jess, what'd you think of his Canadian impression? Was it good or was it lackadaisical?
It was Laxy Daisy. Come on, Miles. You can do better than that.
Okay, well, tell me this: when was the last time you were at a Tim Hortons?
Pardon me?
Yeah.
She said, pardon
I
me.
didn't catch what you said.
Oh, when was the last time you were at a Tim Hortons?
It's been a while since I've been at a Tim Hortons. I don't really like Tim Hortons very much.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me for laughing. Why don't you belly up to the bar with us and tell us what's on your mind, Jess?
I would love to. I got a quick question. Have you guys been on some weird ass dates? I mean, I've been trying to find the cheese to my poutine, and all I'm finding is the fiddle deliverance or the holes to Wonderland.
So you're in the dating scene, is what I've gathered, right?
Did you just say I want to find the cheese to my poutine?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
I'm going to be honest with you. Charlie and I have been doing this for a couple years now, and we've never heard that one before.
No,
so kudos to
but
you.
that deserves to be on a shirt.
So you haven't found the cheese to your poutine, is what you're saying.
I have not found the cheese to my poutine.
Okay, well, talk.
Or the dam to my beaver.
What? Wait, say
Hold
that
on,
again?
What'd you say?
I said I haven't also found the dam to my beaver.
All right. All right, you just keep talking. That's what this podcast is going to be. You just keep rambling. It's all it's going to be, Charlie. We'll just listen. What else do you got?
What kind of dam is your beaver looking for?
The good kind.
Okay.
Well,
Did you just ask her what her beaver is looking for? You did.
She's no, Miles. I did. Let's let her talk. She's saying gold here. What are you looking for in
In a dam.
a dam?
Oh, well, the good kind of good kind of logs for my dam.
Logs. Okay.
Okay. So you're just looking for. Now let me.
Let's break out of the analogy.
What size log are you looking for?
Okay, well, I'm not quite sure on that. Whatever one will do the trick.
Okay. Are you looking for one log? You looking for a couple? How many logs we talking?
Just one. Just one.
Okay.
So it's gonna be pretty weak dam, is what you're saying.
That's right. It's going to be a weak dam.
Hey, no. It's got to be such a good log that it is the whole dam, is what you're looking for, is what I understand.
a log to fill the dam.
That is what I am looking for. Exactly. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how are you going about finding this
Log.
log?
Well, I've tried some different avenues, but they all lead to some very strange things.
What's the strangest thing you've been led to?
Well, I went on a date, and he took me to a taboo show, which, I'm the kind of gal that's willing to get into the white panel van with the promise of candy and puppies. But that one was a little different when he left me for his sisters.
There's a lot to unpack.
Okay, can we?
This is the second call from Canada that's been absolute
That's
bananas.
gone
We had
down.
the silver slurper earlier,
and now this. So can we just start? This is so great.
Okay,
Let's unpack this
I don't want to
slowly.
sound too innocent here, but explain to me a taboo show.
Yeah, that was my question too.
It is the naughty but nice sex show.
So
what
that,
goes on?
You get to do that in Canada?
We get to do that in Canada. They come through and they're an interesting program. But you can go and do all kinds of stuff there. I was rocking the pole dancing in the party bus. And, some people have a bag of bags. I got a bag of sex toys.
Okay. So
there's more toys in there and tricks to make Mr. Rogers blush.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm blushing a little right now, to be honest. It doesn't just take Mr. Rogers, and I can promise you this, I ain't no Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the tipping point was him leaving with his sisters, which is a fascinating thing.
Was he going home to their folks' house because there was a family party? Or when you say go home with his sisters?
Are you in Red Door?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Well, there's someone there who sounds a lot like you. And
so when was the moment you realized this had gone south on you?
Well, like I say, when the sisters showed up and he left with the sisters.
So the bag of sex toys was like, hey, I can look past the bag of sex toys, is what you're saying?
Well, the sex toys became because I was rocking the pole dancing in the party.
So you got those as a reward for pole dancing?
Yes, and no, I don't work in a strip club.
We were never going to assume that.
I dance through a studio, and I have one in my basement too.
Oh, wow. Well, very good. So you're getting practice in at home, Miles. If you're looking to... Miles
I have been looking for a pole dancing club to join. So you're saying a good one?
Well, I have one in my basement. I don't know if it's a good club to join. I mean, it's parties only usually me and the cats.
To start pole dancing, the cats are looking.
You and a bunch of cats.
Okay.
When someone's
not a bunch of cats, just one cat.
Oh, just one cat. That is important to note since you are looking for...
okay, so one, get a cat. Two, what kind of stripper pole am I looking for to put in my basement?
Oh, well, you want the good stainless steel about an inch.
Because God forbid you get any stains on that thing. That would be bad. You don't want to see the strip.
It is important. You're laughing, but it's important.
Yeah, you don't want to see the pole dancing that came before. You want this to be a fresh start every single time, right?
You do want it to be a fresh start, and you got to make sure that thing stays clean.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, so now we do have to get to this point. When you say this guy leaves with his sisters, where is he going with his sisters?
That was the part I'm not really sure where he exactly went with his sisters, but he left with his sisters and left me there by myself.
Okay, before we get into how we're gonna find you a good log.
Yeah.
Do you think he wanted to take you to a taboo show because you had mentioned that you do a little pole dancing for your cat in the basement? Do you think that tipped him off at all?
It might have tipped him off. It might have. But like I said, I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Down for whatever, but not him leaving with his sisters. Can I just clarify this? Because I've been trying to several times. He wasn't leaving with his sister. He and his sisters weren't hitting it off at this
he was
taboo
drunk
show,
and they picked him up is what you mean, right?
No, they showed up there, and he went home with them.
But when you say went home with them, like to a family party or to something,
Like they
perhaps,
dropped him off at his house? Like what kind of going home are we talking?
is this a Joffrey situation?
Joffrey situation?
Have you
What is
seen
that?
Game of Thrones? Joffrey is the product of an incestual relationship between Cersei and.
Spoiler alert, dude.
Oh, sorry. Game of Thrones
Yes,
thing.
it could have been because I was getting the weird Deliverance vibes. I'm
Okay,
not lying.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to be the one that brought up the I word. I didn't want to bring up incest, but
Oh.
Charlie did. So you think it was or wasn't an ancestral relationship?
I'm not sure. I was a little baffled by that he left with them, but you know what? Whatever you do in your family, you do in your family.
So big Game of Thrones fan on the phone. That's nice.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to let's find her a good guy here.
What kind of guy really makes you tick? Give us the 3 things that you need in a Canadian fella.
Oh, he's got to rock some bib overalls. He's got to be able to rock those and look damn good at them.
I agree with that. Bib overalls, number 1. What's number 2?
He's got to be outdoorsy.
Outdoorsy. Now,
Continue.
He's got to be outdoorsy.
You're doing great so far. What's number 3?
Number 3 is he's got to be into some whiskey.
It sounds like you're looking for a Midwest man.
you might have
You
been
need
looking.
to head a little south and head to the Midwest. Sounds like you're looking for a Midwest fella. What do you think, Charlie?
Well, I think that might be the case. Now, I feel like what you just mentioned, you should be able to find all around Canada. And if you cannot, the Midwest has its doors wide open to you because, outdoorsy, whiskey,
Overalls.
bib overalls. Does he need to be wearing a shirt under the overalls? Yes or no?
No, as long as he's got a nice sprinkling of chest hair. You know? Chest hair. No, not too much, just a nice dusting.
So just a
if he
little.
wants to go shirtless, I'm all right with that.
All right, little taco meat is what you're looking for. I like that. Charlie, can you provide any taco meat to the situation?
Yeah. So I have a little taco. Is that what you're saying? Do I have a little taco meat on the chest? I do actually.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But you did on one of our episodes early on. What'd you wear to the bar?
Oh, I wore bib overalls to the bar.
You wore bib overalls.
It was on my birthday, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went out in my
And
birthday.
were you rocking him and looking pretty fine?
Oh, was I ever?
Oh, was he? I mean, I tell you what, I had to fend some women off with a stick because they were trying to not let us do the podcast because he was looking that fine.
I was rocking them bibs. I tell you that much. And
Well, there's something to be quite desirable about the bibs. I mean, it's much better than the skinny jean men that wander around.
yeah.
Well, there's some guys who can't help wearing skinny jeans. They buy regular jeans. And down south here, we call them American thighs. And sometimes regular jeans turn into skinny jeans because you got a little extra meat on the bone. Some of us can't help that, all right? So cool
Yeah,
it
but
on
you
the...
can't be the kind of guy who's showing up with the skinny jeans, going out and doing some outdoorsy stuff, and and then you end up, getting a little, frightened of the noises in the bush, and then he pushed me down. Pushed me down and took off running, but the trick was on him was I had the keys to my truck. So, you know what? Have at her, buddy.
Time out. Okay, hold on. This was another date you were on? You were in the woods and a guy pushed you down?
Another date I was on. Like I said, have you guys not been on some weird dates? These are the kind of men in Canada.
Okay, I mean, I can say I've never asked a woman to a taboo show. And I don't think I've ever pushed a woman down in the woods.
Yeah.
So no, I cannot relate to this.
And I don't know anyone who's going home with their sisters here. I mean, what's your dating app? 23andMe? What's going on?
No, it's not 23andMe, and it's good old, Facebook match, whatever it is,
Okay.
Tinder. But these are the fellas that are out there, and like I say, when we went hiking, he wanted to come. I was going by myself, and he wanted to come with, and I said, okay, so we're going in. And yeah, he heard a noise, and he totally just pushed me down and took off. But he was also leaving a nice trail of trail mix behind because he thought that he could find his way back with that.
He's just attracting bears.
Yeah, just like they're leading him right to him. Well, I mean, in his defense, not to defend the guy, but in his defense, you don't got to run faster than the bear. You just got to run faster than the other person. So he probably was trying to get a head start with the old push down. Is all I got to say.
He really pushed you. Was it an accidental? He got scared and just.
Was it snowy? Was it?
Yeah. What?
Was there a lot of ice?
It was full on pushed me down, and he brought his dog, and the dog leash wrapped around my ankle, and I fell, and he was gone. I definitely had a better date with his dog than with him.
This is so bizarre. Where do you find these
This
guys?
guy sucks. This guy sucks.
Was he? What was he?
All right, Charlie.
What?
You hear a bear in the woods. What do?
Well, what kind of bear are we talking?
Doesn't matter. Any bear. What
You
do you do?
figure out what kind of bear it is first.
No, the answer is you get in between you. You go bear, you, then the gal. That's the answer. You always make sure you're in between the gal and the bear. That's number one.
Well, is it a polar bear? Because if it's a polar bear, we're just sitting there. We're donezo.
No, Miles, if you're wearing your skinny jeans, then it's push the gal down and run for the hills.
I can't. So
Skinny jeans by choice, not by body type, right?
No, they were definitely skinny jeans that,
By choice.
He showed up wearing really dainty little shoes too. Who the heck goes hiking in dainty shoes and skinny jeans?
So you walk back to the car and you have the keys to the car. Does he apologize for pushing you down?
No, he got mad and he said that I'm crazy. Because he thought that I was going to get him lost in the woods.
I mean, this guy's insane.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you find a guy like that.
For a moment, we've been saying all these guys are insane. I am curious, where were you hiking with him? Just to turn the tables.
I was going into a place called Kananaskis, and when you go in there, because I like to go in, and there's a place where you can watch the golden eagles come through on their migratorial path.
Oh, cool.
So I was going to do that, and Buddy wanted to come with. He thought it would be cool, and that was where it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty normal.
Well,
that sounds pretty great.
So there's a website called farmersonly.com. I think you're looking more that speed than you are Tinder up there in Canada. I think if you're looking for a farmer ain't pushing you down. He's going to be wearing overalls, one.
Yeah.
He's not going to be wearing skinny jeans because he's wearing overalls. And he knows how to handle a bear or two. I don't know if that's how you're feeling, Charlie, but I think that might be a good option.
He'll either know how to handle a bear or he'll have just enough gusto to think he can handle a bear.
Yeah, and then
either
you get away free, and he might have to handle the bear. But that's what we're looking for. That's a real gentleman.
You deserve a guy. You deserve a guy who will go after a bear. I was going to try and make a log joke there, but it didn't quite work. But you see where my head was going.
Yeah, it turns out you need to stop looking for logs and start looking for farmers.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, are the farmers going to be, a little on the deliverance side?
Well, you've already gone down that road. I hate to say it. So, you might as well try, It's not going to get any worse than a guy going home with his sisters. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
We're pushing you down.
I was back here Midwest then. I was down in Minnesota a few weeks ago, and I will say the Midwest men are quite gorgeous.
Oh, gorgeous.
So I see what this is about. She's trying to pick up Charlie on this podcast.
Hey. Oh, is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to pick me up?
Sure. Sure, Charlie. If you're not going to push me down if we go for a hike, then sure, I'm here to pick you up.
If it makes you feel any better, I've never seen Charlie push anyone down. So you got that going for you, Charlie.
Yeah.
He's wore bibs. He's got some taco meat. I've seen him drink a couple whiskeys here and there. Whoa. I think we just had a match made in heaven.
Matchmaker, give me a match.
Can you do tequila too, Charlie?
Oh, can I do tequila?
Oh,
it's
God.
on my rider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen you do tequila.
You're my kind of man because I like the tequila too.
I tell you what, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you guys have your first date here. I'm going to turn my microphone off. Charlie, take it away.
So, you like walleye or no?
I do.
Yeah.
I do indeed.
What's the biggest walleye you ever caught?
I have not caught any, but I like going fishing and doing that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I like walleyes. You like looking at them. You don't necessarily need to catch them, but you like looking at them.
Yeah, and I like to just go and be out there. So if somebody else is doing, I'm there.
I'll fillet your walleyes any day of the week. I promise you that. Okay.
This is getting hot.
Now,
alrighty.
You were talking about golden eagles, right?
Yeah, he's a bird watcher, by the way.
Did you see it? Yeah, I've been bird watching before. I got some nice knocks. You got a nice pair of knocks.
I have a lovely set of knocks.
Okay.
I actually have.
Let her finish.
I have a couple of pairs that I take. I have an old pair of Pentex, and then I have a new set of Bushnells. But the Bushnells aren't as nearly as good as my other ones.
Is that what they're calling them these days? Is Bushnells? Huh? I didn't know.
Yeah. What have you seen through your pair of knocks recently?
How do you hold your binocs?
I hold them with two hands.
Okay.
Two
handfuls.
It's a nice pair of knocks right there.
Yeah, no, I've actually, if you go into this one spot, the golden eagles fly over and you get to see the trumpeter swans come through there too. It's a cool little spot.
Well, I imagine that those birds, you want to see the birds and your birds want to see the knocks. So I totally get it.
All this bird talk is making me pretty hot and bothered. I got to let you know that now. Just amuse me here. You ever see a golden eagle go in, talons down, come up with a perch?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. Because when you go out to this little spot, they're flying over, but you can check for their bands to see and all that other kind of jazz. It's kind of an interesting thing. So you can go at in the early kind of mid-fall and also late March they come through. So you can see some pretty cool things come through there.
You ever seen a red-breasted merganser?
I have, actually, just a couple of weeks ago down on the river.
Yeah, you have. Were they doing the courting, their little courtship dance?
No, there was just the one, and actually I was out with my aunt. We were out for a walk, and she thought it was a pileated woodpecker. I'm like, no, I think that's
common misconception. Jeez Louise, but that makes me so sad.
Your aunt's got to know that. Come on.
Was it a male or female red-breasted merganser?
It was a female. It was definitely a female.
Yeah.
Charlie's favorite. He loves the female.
Red-breasted
merganser dance.
You betcha I do. That makes me sad to see one lone female red-breasted merganser out there on her own. I bet you the male that she was after went home with two of his sisters or something.
Probably did, and left her all by herself down there on the river.
That breaks my heart. I would never leave a lone red-breasted merganser out there just to fend for herself in this cold, cruel world.
Especially wouldn't push her down.
Yeah, I'd flap my wings all over that bear. Tell you that right now.
And did you also know that there's I'm into the great horned owls are kind of my jam. You might be into the others, but I'm into the great horned owls.
So
and if you can find their
So
I know this is bird nerdy.
No.
If you
when
they're young, owlets.
You say you're a little into hooters as well.
Miles, do not talk to my girlfriend like that, okay? You're
Well,
lucky
she's
we're
talking about Knox and Hooters. I tell you what, this is starting.
binoculars.
Sorry.
You know, this is a Christian show, okay? Jeez Louise.
That's right, Miles.
Sorry, I'm
You know,
sorry.
he's
You know,
taking it to a different kind of level.
Oh yeah, I am.
I know
It wasn't the guy taking you to a taboo show, leaving with his sisters. That wasn't a new level.
Miles is just jealous because he's the third wheel on our date right now.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, it's
Exactly.
fun to watch.
He's a little left out.
Well, we're gonna have to have a second date. I think that's all there is to it.
So why don't you send Charlie a DM and we appreciate you calling in. This has been wow. I did not think that Charlie was gonna get a girlfriend on this podcast, but here we are.
I found love in a hopeless place.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
We're birds of a feather, so we flock together.
Oh.
That is hot.
Oh my gosh, I am getting.
I'm gonna need
steamed
a cool
up in
rag.
here.
Yeah, this is. I can't imagine how you feel right now.
I'm ready to jump in a river and dam up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw
seal.
the bar top raise up a couple inches, but
Now, Miles, you had to take it there. You know,
What?
can you believe what he's doing? Be a gentleman, okay?
I'm sorry.
He says he's sorry, and I apologize for him too. Okay, if Miles is the bear in this
That's all right.
situation, I'm fighting him right now.
Well, like I said, hit up Charlie at this podcast. Thank you for calling in. This has been great. Canada never seems to disappoint on this podcast.
No.
You guys are some good folk up there. And hey, glad you got yourself a boyfriend on this podcast. That's pretty awesome. So you guys will go bird watching sometime. And what'd you say, Charlie? Watch out for bears?
Yeah, watch out. You know what? I'll watch out for bears. How does that sound?
True gentleman.
You watch out for the bears. And if you definitely do want to come to Canada, I will take you out and we could go do some bird watching.
Oh my
There ya
gosh!
go.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Well,
thanks for calling in.
consider
This
it
has
a
been
date.
awesome.
That's right.
All right. We'll see you soon now.
See you soon. Have a good night.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Whoa.
Well, I think that went pretty good.
Are you sweating right now?
I'm feeling
Oh,
something.
God. You are feeling something, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I'm ready to.
Hope you're okay with me, pushing the whole dating scene
Hey.
for you.
You know, it's what friends are for. You know?
Yeah. Right there, we just had a blind date on this podcast. First
time
blind date, yeah.
blind date on the Bellied Up Podcast. See, folks, anything can happen here at the Bellied Up Podcast. That's why you got to keep listening
That's why you got to keep bellying up.
every week. Every week.
All right, let's take another call.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
Hey, my name's Tim.
Tim. Where are you from, Tim?
I'm from Michigan.
Nice. It sounds like you're driving right now. Where are you driving to?
I am driving home from work. I do refrigeration, commercial refrigeration, and I travel all over the state of Michigan pretty much. So I'm coming from the west side, going to the east side.
Oh, nice. Of the state?
Yeah, of the state. I travel. My company actually has the contract for all of the Aldis in Michigan. So we service and build all of them.
Oh, okay. Miles was just taking a pee. I'm going to catch him up.
Had to
Miles,
take a leak.
he's a refrigerator fella in Michigan, driving from west to east right now. Are you hauling any of them or no?
Yeah, where you at? What you hauling?
No, we do commercial refrigeration. So like we build and service the big coolers and the freezers that hold all the ice cream.
Oh.
You do any beer
so
work?
pretty much we keep the ice cream cold.
Okay. This guy's
No, actually, Aldi doesn't do too much of that.
Okay.
This guy's doing the Lord's work. He's the guy. How many days of the year do you get to meet the guy? How many times do you get to meet the guy who keeps the ice cream cold?
Not very often.
Yeah.
I mean, the Schwann's guy would come to my house, growing up.
Oh yeah.
Or at least drive through the neighborhood. So,
Well,
Yeah, we do a little bit more traveling than the Swans guy, if you believe that.
okay, here we go.
So
Are you saying the Schwann's guys got it easy then, is what you're saying?
that's what it sounds like.
Oh no, they have to go to people's houses. They are far more brave than I am.
Okay.
But I go to the stores where they're kind of expecting me.
Okay.
So what makes you want to call into this Bellied Up podcast today? Can we answer some questions for you? Are you selling something? What's going on?
See, I was just calling to ask what your favorite thing to hunt is. Like, what's your favorite animal? You a whitetail hunter, a mule deer hunter, that type of stuff.
Miles, why don't you start it off?
I want to get into duck hunting. Growing up, my family didn't do it. I'm up in North Dakota, and we didn't really have any land, and you could do the public route, all that stuff. We just never really did it growing up. What we mainly did was whitetail deer hunting, and then we also go pheasant hunting. I like whitetail deer hunting, except for the fact I got to sit there and be quiet, So that's why I like pheasant hunting a little more. You can hoot and holler. You get to be active doing it. Where I go deer hunting in Minnesota, you kind of sit in a tree stand and wait for them to come to you.
Taking Miles deer hunting's like bringing a flusher deer hunting, It's like just bringing a chocolate lab out there, just trying to like eat and hump, And you can't do that in a deer stand.
Really, Charlie?
Do you hunt from a stand or a blind?
We hunt. I'm in a tree stand.
Okay. Alrighty.
Charlie, what do you do?
Well, my favorite kind of hunting is duck hunting.
Duck hunting?
Yeah, and I kind of
Why
like.
don't we go duck hunting together?
We should. I haven't.
You want to know something? I invited Charlie pheasant hunting.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let me have it. I deserve it.
But he went pheasant hunting with Dude Dad instead.
Trying to ask his question.
Sorry, but Charlie went pheasant hunting with.
12 gauge or...
Sorry.
Do you guys hunt with a 12 or a 20 gauge? That's the real question.
I have a 12 gauge over under straight barrel Mossberg.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the way to go. You can't go without a 12.
Yeah, look, I've done a 20 before. I've done pheasant hunting with a 20, and on it, my dad actually really likes doing it because he says he's an old man and he doesn't want to carry that much weight anymore.
My man says the same thing. My dad, yeah, he's like, I don't like the kick. I don't like how heavy it is.
And look, I don't mind a 20 gauge, but well, you know what?
You got a 20. You got a 12 gauge when you're young.
You got 12 gauge when you're young. You might as well give her a rip. But I like duck hunting. And by the way, you cut Miles off, but he said I bailed on him for pheasant hunting, and I went with Dude Dad instead, which was not true. I was gonna go with both.
You
of
went
them.
with Dude Dad?
Yeah, I did.
You went with Doodad instead of You Betcha.
Not instead. They were different weekends, but I couldn't do the days that Mile was going. I did commit, but then something came up.
How much warning did I give you? I gave you at least 6 months.
6
of
months.
warning.
And I committed to it.
Still couldn't be there. Can you believe that shit?
Man, it sounds to me, Miles, like he likes Doodad better than you.
I know.
But enough about us. Let's talk about you. What kind of hunting do you like to do?
I do mainly whitetail when I get a chance to go out. But
and how do you hunt
lately,
them?
I haven't really got to go out.
And you might have already said this, but where are you at?
Bow. He's
in Michigan.
Bow
I'm in Michigan.
He's in Michigan.
Yeah. He didn't say he was a bow hunter earlier, did he? Oh, you're saying where he's from. Yeah, he's in Michigan. You were peeing. You were tinkling.
Yeah.
Now, bow hunter, do you ever go recurve hunting? You ever go out with a recurve?
I do not. The place I go hunting, there's a lot of tight shots.
Yeah.
I don't have too much movement room, so I go with a compound bow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Recurve's one of those ones where like you gotta be really good, because otherwise you're just going to wound the animal, and then that's not fair to the animal, and then your ass is going to have to go follow that.
Definitely.
Yeah, but the whole thing, you got to ask for permission.
Ask for permission to go on someone's land.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
See, you have to do that anyway, though, no matter where the deer goes. If it leaves your property, it's better to ask for permission.
Yeah, that's
no matter
true.
if it's a farmer's field or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just try and do everything you can to avoid that conversation,
Yep.
Because it's one thing about the Midwest that I know is that we love talking to people, but we also hate talking to people. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
We love small talk.
Especially
we hate big talk.
Yeah. Especially if it's another hunter walking on your property, you're less likely to talk to them. You're more just trying to chase them off.
Yeah. It's a classic, fire a warning shot in the air type of situation,
Yeah, definitely. Can't really do that with a bow though. It might end up bad.
Well, you gotta pack some heat while you're out there too. You gotta have a sidearm. You know?
Yeah, what goes up must come down. So
Definitely.
did you have any?
Can you imagine walking through a field and having an arrow go right in front of your face? Holy shit!
Not gonna say I haven't had it happen before.
You're one of the lucky ones.
That's the scary part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else? What
Well,
do
I did.
Well, go ahead.
I needed some advice on something with my job.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
love this. Love
This is right up our alley. Two
Yeah.
guys that don't really have a job.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
And he's calling at 4:30. You know it's been a hell of a day too.
Yeah.
You know, calling end of the day
Oh, yeah.
job
You
talk.
better be headed to the bar after this. Is all I gotta say.
All right. Well, what's the work question?
Okay, so I just started with this company about 7 months ago, doing an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And there's a guy that's been here for about 3 years. Well, I've only been here for about 7 months and can pretty much, and he's been here for a lot longer, so he knows more. But the things that I do know that he knows, I can do as good, if not better. And I'm quickly progressing and catching up to him, and he's starting to realize it.
Uh-oh.
And is very quickly getting extremely angry. And I guess you could say aggressive and hostile in work site.
Oh.
He's now, I believe, trying to get me fired, actually. Past 2 times I've worked with him, he's called the foreman within 10 minutes because I told him I didn't need his help.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But just like, how would you suggest dealing with that?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Go ahead, Charlie.
The way I would kind of approach it is you're dealing with someone who's acting out of their insecurity, which is that this 18-year-old punk kid, comes in here, he thinks he knows my job better than me, kind of a deal.
Yeah. And in that same vein, how tall is this guy?
He's probably about 6'1", maybe.
Oh, really?
I've got a solid 6 inches.
I thought maybe it was a little bit of small man syndrome, but I stand corrected. So continue on, Charlie.
Well, I basically think that really what you're doing at this point is you can do one of two tactics. You can either continue pissing him off, and this guy sounds like a ticking time bomb, and maybe he'll leave, but there is a good chance he'll go bowling alley in a china shop, and he will somehow get you fired. Now the question is, how abusive is he being? If he's being like physically abusive or anything like that, or emotionally, I don't know.
If he's physically abusive, I knock him on his butt. I'm 6'6", a solid 240 pounds.
Oh, wait. That's it
shit,
right
time
there.
out. You're
That's
240?
it right there. And 6'6". So he does have little man syndrome.
So wait, you're 6'6" and you're 240? That's not that big.
I'm a lot denser.
I'm more than that, and I'm 6'1". Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're 6'6".
Yeah.
Okay, well then he's having small man syndrome.
Small man
He's
syndrome.
looking at this guy who's towering
like
over
that.
him, and he's like, even at 6'1", he's like, I've never experienced this before in my life, but I now have small man syndrome, and I have to try and get at him.
Give us a scenario of like what he'll say to you that you think is the most egregious offense that he's made.
Well, I don't swear, so I can't really say half the stuff he says.
Try.
Well, hold on.
Basically,
Hold on. Why don't you swear?
What?
That's strange. It's a little strange.
I don't feel it's necessary. I mean, if somebody starts getting mad at me and they start swearing, I just kind of find it funny. I mean, if all you can resort to when you're mad is a swear word, you're really not thinking that much.
All right,
it's
he's
a
not
lot
a
more
cusser.
fun to get mad at somebody. What?
No, he said you're not a cusser. No, I get it. That makes
Nope.
total sense. I'm backing you up here.
I find it more interesting to when you get mad at someone or someone's mad at you, you throw out a 15-letter long word, and then it just kind of stumbles them and they walk off more mad than they came in.
All right,
This guy's
can
got a dictionary.
I know,
Holy
but here's
smokes.
the thing. There's nothing more intimidating than a articulate guy, though.
That's
So
true.
I want to play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
The guy's a little intimidated by your vocabulary.
Maybe get him a thesaurus.
Well, no, I was going to say, try stooping down to his level in the language department, not in the behavior department, just the language, throw in a couple cuss words in normal conversation, he might trust you more. And here's the reason why. You kind of look at, like, I used to work concrete construction. If there was a guy who didn't cuss on the concrete site, I'd be like, I don't know if I trust this guy. Is he a narc? You know, is he here? Is he OSHA? What's going on? Why is he here if he's not cussing? So, you know, it's a good thing you don't cuss for the Lord's work, all that stuff. But there might be a trust factor there that he maybe just goes, he's never said, I've never heard him say the F word. I don't know if I can trust this guy. So that's my devil's advocate moment.
Yeah, the big thing is he thinks I'm coming for his job, which I've told him a couple times. I'm not. He's been there for 3 years and he's still on the, I guess he's about middle grade in our company. And right now I've been here for 7 months and I'm trying to be like 3 levels above them. I'm trying to get to foreman before I've been there a year and a half.
You're like, I don't want his job. I want to be his boss.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly.
And
I don't want his job. I want his boss's job.
And what is your first move as his boss? What is it?
I don't care as long as he does his job. I like the guy. He's a ton of fun to be around when there's somebody else there. But when it's just the two of us, it's just such a hostile work environment. It's hard to deal with.
Have you talked to your boss about this?
I have. They just kind of, there's nothing really they can do because so far he hasn't done anything bad. In which I'm not worried about him doing anything because, like I said, I just knock him. But it's just like, it's annoying because you can't have a good conversation when you first come into work, that type of stuff.
We might have a situation of you taking the higher road here. So let's say you put...
Yeah, hey, let's do that on the first time on this podcast, Charlie.
Yeah, this is an experiment for us.
We've never done this before.
No, this is a new thing here at the Bellied Up Podcast.
We're trying this out. Charlie, let's take the high road.
Okay, so imagine yourself being a 6'1" fella and seeing this 6'6", 18-year-old, younger, taller.
Stunning.
Are you better looking? Okay, good.
Not really.
That helps.
Mediocre average.
Good. That's good. And let him know you know that, too. But then kind of walk yourself through it. He's been there a lot longer, and you're doing stuff good. Maybe, you just open up the conversation. Hey, man, did I do anything to, piss you off at all? What do you think he would say?
I have tried that.
Yeah, what did he say?
He didn't say much other than a couple choice words, and then our foreman stepped in. Actually, that's a really good story if you guys want to hear it.
Yeah, we're here for stories.
Okay, so if you ever go into where are you guys right now?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Okay, I believe there's more Sam's Clubs there than BJ's. Would I be correct in that?
We don't live here. We're just here.
Okay. Well, do you know what a Sam's Club looks like inside of a Sam's Club?
Sam's Club?
Yeah.
Hey, I've dabbled.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, pretty much, it's in Walmart too. There's those cases that have like your chicken or your meat in the middle of the floor, like just randomly in the middle of the floor.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, just like every other grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have refrigeration lines that we have to run to those in order to keep them cold. Well, to make them look nice, we put these massive PVC tubes around them, and we were putting a PVC tube in the wall or in the ceiling. And he was up on top of the lift with the foreman, and I was on a lift lower, holding the thing up, making sure it didn't fall off, all that stuff. Super sketchy stuff that if OSHA walked in, we'd all be in jail. That type of stuff.
Perfect.
Sounds like my kind of workplace.
One of the straps was starting to come off, so I hollered up at him, told him to grab it, and he flipped out. You're not telling me what to do. I'll lift you up. That type of stuff. Just screaming at me from the bottom of the lift. Meantime, this 200-pound tube is falling off the lift. Well, finally, the foreman grabbed him, yanked him back, and started screaming at him because he wasn't picking the stupid thing up. By the time I got up there, it looked like he was going to cry because the foreman had been chewing him out. Well, later on that day, I was like, hey, did I do anything like to make you mad, all that stuff? Tried to take the high road, and it ended up in a tool getting chucked across the room.
Ooh.
By the foreman or by the guy?
By the guy. The foreman wasn't around. He came in later.
What tool?
I mean, the guy working.
It was
He's a big time tool. This is okay. I got a perfect scenario I got a perfect name for this guy. He's a guy
Okay.
that I would call a JDGI. JDGI just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it, is who this guy is. And what you got to do with these guys is just keep working your ass off and act like he's not there. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Clearly, the foreman's seen some of his behavior. He knows. He probably should fire this guy, culture reasons why, but he hasn't because it's like we need warm bodies, you know? We need they can't afford to hire someone new these days, whatever. So I think you got to be the bigger man and just realize this guy just doesn't get it. And he probably, you know, his wife's probably sleeping with some other guy and is probably
he's not married.
Well, that's part of it. He probably hasn't been with a woman in a long, long time. And it's like a whole buildup. It's kind of, he's probably got childhood trauma. I mean, there's a whole list of things that go, this guy seems to be the issue. I wouldn't necessarily put that on yourself. This guy's just a JDGI.
Yeah, it's a return to sender thing. You never get an email or, you know, you get mail in the deal that's not addressed to you, you know? Just return to sender. Yep. That's his own issue.
And if you really want to piss him off, just go, oh, how's your relationship with your dad?
Actually, his relationship with his parents is really good. I don't try to piss them off. I genuinely try to make conversations. That's something we have talked about before. Like, we'll randomly have really good conversations
together. So we eliminate that one. The guy just needs to nut. The guy just needs to nut. I mean, that's like the thing.
You know what?
I agree with you.
Thank you. Finally, we just keep going down the line. Start with the parents, then the relationship. Clearly,
it's like
get him a subscription to Pornhub is what I'm saying for Christmas. Get him one of those.
You know, that's certainly one way to look at it, Miles. I bet you that this guy is going to be gone in a matter of months, especially if he's got the relationship with the foreman. The foreman's probably just waiting for who can I replace him with. You're probably close to being able to replace him.
So you're saying that he's coming for his job?
Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm not. I don't want his job.
I know you don't want it, but you're going to probably get it. You're going to get it.
You're getting it.
No.
Yeah, you are.
By the time we get to the point where we can afford to lose somebody on our crew, I will be long past.
No, you're getting
I'll be running my own.
You're getting his job. You're getting it.
Nope.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah, you are.
You want it.
No.
See, this is the kind of stubbornness the other guy's dealing with, though. You just are giving it back to us.
Yeah.
I imagine
We're training you right now how to deal with them. We are.
So now we've got a little bit of a lens into what that guy's dealing with. And tell you what, you're stubborn. You're a stubborn guy.
Yeah. Which has its benefits, you know. I mean, you're good at what you do. You know, but it's a two-way street.
How dare you try and keep your coworker safe by telling him about the pipe up there? Like, how dare you? Try to make conversation with him? That is just mean.
And then on top of that,
wasn't me keeping him safe.
That was you keeping you safe.
Yeah. I was under it, so that was 100% me keeping me safe.
You know, you can measure how good an organization is the ratio between me's and we's. So think about that. Maybe it should be more about we than me.
Yeah. Maybe the next time he throws a tool at you, you'll let it hit you. You know, what? I'm kidding about that. That's a joke. Hey, what tool did he throw at you? Because that kind of says a lot.
He didn't throw it. He didn't throw it at me. He just chucked it across the room.
Okay,
it was a
little embellishing
Milwaukee copper cutter, electric copper cutter.
Okay, all right. Maybe I misheard you. Well, that's fair. I mean, honestly, you know, you're gonna encounter these people again. You know, once he goes, there's gonna be someone else. So you just gotta figure out, you know, that just do your job and keep her moving.
Keep your head down. Come to work. Bring a thermos. A thermos can help. if you come to work with a thermos, this guy's going to instantly respect a little
That is
more.
true.
Yeah?
That's,
It's like,
you know
wow, this guy understands how to work. He brought a thermos to work.
what? It took us this long in the conversation to get to the answer we had all along. Just bring a thermos to work.
Just see what happens. Just
problem-
just trust us. Just bring no more problems.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Do you
but
bring
I
a
work
thermos to
out
work
too
every day?
I work out of town too much. I'm out of town.
Another
weeks at a
excuse.
time.
That's the point. That's the
Bring
point.
a thermos to work every day and see what happens.
You work out of town like you're
Do I
flying?
and leave it empty? What do I put in it?
What?
Coffee? What do you mean?
Yeah. Are you not drinking coffee, fella?
Well, that's another issue. How can you trust someone who doesn't swear and doesn't drink coffee?
Okay.
Coffee stunts your growth. Proven fact. Miles,
Okay.
do you drink coffee?
okay,
You could
so
use some
you're-
coffee,
so
fella.
You're
You're
big time
6'6".
gullible. That's oh my god.
No, hang on.
So time out.
No.
Do you believe that the tooth fairy exists?
You know what? I'm stepping in for you right now. I'm going to defend you against Miles. He's picking on you. Listen, Miles, he does not believe in the tooth fairy, right? You don't believe in the tooth fairy.
What do you mean?
No,
It's 100% a real thing.
You're hilarious.
Him and Santa Claus hang out. Santa Claus helps them in the off season.
Yeah, that's true. Now you know what?
you're
Now I
so
see why
young.
you're getting your ass kicked at work.
We're now on that guy's side.
I tried to defend you.
We've tried
I
this
tried.
whole time.
Oh,
You
it's a
don't drink
lost
coffee,
cause.
man. You got to start drinking coffee.
Yeah. And you are 6'6".
I just can't get over the taste.
You can't get over the taste.
Hey, time out.
No.
Maybe coffee does stunt our growth. He's 6'6" and he doesn't drink coffee.
I'm 6'1" on a good day.
Imagine how tall I could have been
Okay,
if I just
here,
wouldn't have
Miles.
drank coffee.
Miles, let's do this. Okay, do you drink coffee?
I do.
Okay. Charlie, do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
How tall are both of you?
I'm like 6'1", 6'2", depending on how confident I am.
Okay. Charlie, how about you?
I'm 6 foot. Go F yourself. Okay. You're right. All right. You're right. It stunts your
Okay.
growth.
It might be
You're
a little
right.
right on
6'6",
that.
don't drink coffee. I've got a buddy who's 6'8", doesn't drink coffee.
Okay.
I've got another buddy who's
You better
6'6",
shut up
doesn't drink
before I
coffee.
throw a hammer across
What
the
do you-
room. Okay.
Wait,
I'm
time out.
getting annoyed.
Are you just on a basketball team? Why are all your friends this tall? This is kind of crazy bullshit.
Actually,
here.
only one of them play
I forget
basketball.
you can hear the other
It's
end.
just,
yeah.
it's just we.
I mean, maybe cool it on the coffee stunts your growth talk at work, okay? Cool
Hang
it on
on.
that.
Well, you
Start
want-
swearing a little bit.
Let me
'Cause
Google it.
We're starting to get a little worked up here, Charlie. I can imagine that
Hang
the
on.
coworker feels a little bit that way as well.
I'm searching
He
right
doesn't
now.
drink coffee either.
Who doesn't? Your coworker?
It's really not a real thing.
And how
Something
tall
I
is
don't-
he?
I don't
And how
know.
tall is the coworker? Oh, I already
He's
asked that. He's
6'2".
6'1". Yeah.
Hey, do you drink like Monster Energy drinks or something? Oh, by the way, according to Harvard, it's this little school. Maybe you've heard of
Harvard. You ever heard of Harvard?
it. There is
Nah, I never heard of that one.
there is no scientifically valid evidence to suggest that coffee can stunt a person's growth.
Oh man, he body baked. man.
Health.harvard.edu.
Yeah.
Well,
also, see, Charlie, the thing is, there's no scientific evidence that you caught that massive pike either.
oh,
Yep, this is
Now,
why your
I
coworker
see
hates
it.
you.
I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
You know what? You called
It's
here
the
for
snarky
advice.
comments.
We were
It's-
taking your side for a long time in
We
this
tried so
conversation.
hard.
But man, we've been here 20 minutes after an 8-hour shift. I'd be telling you to go, do something that
I'd be chucking wrenches as well.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Tell you what, that sheetrock looks like it could have a wrench in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
No,
Well-
no, you're a good guy.
No, all jokes. I really just try to have a good time. That's
yeah.
after about 6 hours in the car, you just try to figure something out to pass the time.
Yeah. You're a real ball buster.
You are. Well, honestly, that's good. I
Yeah,
like
he fits
that, yeah.
fits in good, I
Yeah.
think. I think you're gonna do just fine.
You're going to do fine. You just keep working hard. Bring that thermos to work. Put
water in it.
Put fucking Kool-Aid in it or whatever 18-year-olds are drinking these days. And
But tell everyone it's coffee
right.
if you want.
just tell them it's coffee. They're gonna know. So, all right. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. This has been good.
All right.
All
I
right.
appreciate you guys answering.
All right,
Yeah,
get
well-
back to work.
We'll see ya.
Yeah. Tell your.
Oh, Jared hung up on him. I tell you what, I tried to keep my cool for a lot of it.
Yeah, you did a good job.
I'm gonna say it. If a guy showed up to my dad's job site when I was working concrete, guy who was 6'6", only 240 pounds. So this guy's a beanpole, by the way. And he didn't drink coffee. He didn't swear, and he actually tried to work hard. He's gonna get made fun of quite a bit at our job site, at least. I don't know about your experience, but yeah.
Well, I think we taught him a little something here.
No, but he
today.
seems like a good kid. He's honestly, once he gets to be about 25, he'll get it.
Yeah, he'll get it.
Life will beat him down enough to where he'll start drinking coffee and start
Dude,
swearing.
I feel like he beat me down in that interview.
I do feel a little dejected.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more of those I could handle.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And that was just 20 minutes. Imagine an 8-hour shift.
He's a good ball buster because he comes across very innocent. Like, oh, help me. I'm getting bullied at work. And then we try, and then he
Played the
starts
victim.
bullying
Yeah,
us.
he did bully us.
Straight up bullied us.
We got bullied.
Totally.
God.
And I
That
give
guy's
him
good. He's good.
I
I'll
give
it
him
to
scientific evidence, and he starts talking about my northern pike.
Yeah, it was a good deflection. I'll give
Bastard.
him that. The guy's good.
That's the worst part is when we're both not on his side until he makes fun of one of us, and we're like,
on his side. Yeah, Charlie, what about that?
Yeah. Oh, folks, we are just wrapping up 2022, and with the year almost over,
Good year. Good year.
It has been a good year. Not a sponsor, but Fleet Farm.
We love it.
Get into the Fleet Farm to see what kind of end of the year sales and clearances they got going on. Yeah, you're going to find a way to steal the deal,
Yeah,
you know?
You are, but don't steal at Fleet Farm, please.
No, please don't.
Just steal the deal. Don't steal.
You steal the deal. Now, no time is better than the present. Haha, get it? Present? Get it, Miles? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Now, to start off shopping for next year's gifts at any great prices, think about it. You could get all your Christmas shopping done at the end of the year for next year.
Well, that and
Yeah.
you pick up some stuff for some ice fishing.
Ice fishing. The
Get
ice
some
is there.
stuff for you and for someone else.
Heck yeah. And buy now, save before they're gone, because when they're gone, they're gone.
One
Yes.
thing too, I always say you don't have to own an ice castle. You just have to have a friend with an ice castle.
Yes.
And what you need to do, hey, if they invite you to come ice fishing,
Yeah.
you got to come bearing gifts.
Yes, you
You
do.
got to come bearing gifts.
Yeah.
And
That was a pun.
so go to Fleet Farm, get them a gift
Yeah.
for someone who invites you on their ice castle. And Fleet Farm's got everything you need for that.
Get them a nice little Vexlar, or,
Jesus.
that's a big gift.
That's a big gift. But hey,
You know?
if it's a big ice castle,
Yeah.
get them a big gift.
Yeah, get them a big gift, or just some lead heads. That's all you need.
Yep.
Maybe some leeches, and put a wrap on the year in thanking Fleet Farm for their sponsorship of the podcast, etc. Plus,
Thank you,
wishing
Fleet Farm, for the sponsorship this year.
they.
It's been great.
It really has. Thank you, Fleet Farm.
You know what, Charlie? It's really cool to be doing what we're doing
It is.
and have brands like Fleet Farm
Yes.
that align so heavily with who we are actually as humans. I grew up going to Fleet Farm.
Mm-hmm.
You did too.
Yep.
And it's just nice to be able to partner with people who actually get it.
They get it. They get the deal.
Fleet Farm.
Fleet
They get it.
Farm.
They get it.
So, folks, get your tush on over to the Fleet Farm, save some money, and make your ice friends smile.
Yeah.
You ever walk up to someone's ice shanty and just knock on the door and see what happens? I've done that.
Hey, can I see your pole? One
Yeah.
of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets a laugh about a quarter of the time.
Jared's laughing.
Yeah.
I love
No one else is. So that's about a quarter.
Jared's the best laugher.
He's gotten that actually before.
He's a good laugher.
He's great for. We need to. Hey, when you laugh next time, can you put the mic up to your mouth?
Jared gets
Let's
home.
hear it. There we go.
Jared gets home after doing this. He walks into the hotel room. And he's like, I can't laugh anymore.
Oh, those guys, Miles and Charlie, are just hilarious.
You take work off.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And if you want to get exhausted with great gifts, go to Fleet Farm.
We love it.
New Year's Eve is coming up. It's almost here. So why not drink some Tippy Cow at midnight?
Why not?
You
Why
know
not?
what? I take back everything I said about champagne. I'm going to tip on back a Tippy Cow.
Tip a tippy cow.
And today we got the old vanilla soft serve in front of us. You know, I'd like to think that ice cream is a New Year's dessert. Wouldn't you agree?
Bet you'd like to think that for whatever you're about to say right now.
Oh,
Wow, you really got the mic up in that slurping section.
I'm tipping back some Tippy Cow vanilla soft serve right now, and it's going down easy. And if I'd have closed my eyes when I drank that, I would have been at Dick Clark's New Year's ball, and the ball would have dropped, and I would have been tipping back Tippy Cow.
I really like what you did just there. That was
Just
real good. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you don't have anyone to kiss at midnight, Charlie, you can just kiss a bottle of Tippy Cow
Put it to the teeth.
because you know what, Charlie?
What?
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Finish it up.
Charlie, you can kiss a bottle of Tippy Cow because that will never leave you. Give it a kiss, Charlie.
I think you're supposed to kiss the lips because that's where the fun stuff comes out
Yeah.
of.
Oh, God.
I'm talking about on the tippy cow, you weirdo.
That was erotic. I tell you what. If you want an erotic New Year's Eve and you're alone, similar to Charlie,
What?
better kiss a bottle of Tippy Cow at midnight. I'll tell you that much.
Tippy cow.
We kiss it. Seriously, though, get some Tippy Cow for New Year's Eve. Everyone's going to love you, and you may get more than one kiss at New Year's Eve. Hello, who do we got on the line?
This is Rachel.
Hey,
Rach.
Rachel.
Rach, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm just on a little vacation right now, and
Okay.
thought that you guys. Yeah.
Where are you vacationing at?
I'm in California.
California. Beautiful.
It's a big state. Rachel, where in California
Yeah.
are you?
Someplace warm where the beer flows like
no.
wine. There's beautiful women that sickly flock to the salmon of Capistrano.
We're actually going to be going to Disneyland.
Disneyland.
So we're in Orange County.
Okay.
So how do you feel
Yeah.
about the haters that say that Disneyland isn't quite what Disney World is?
Ooh.
You know, okay, so I have been to both, and
Okay, not to brag.
I wouldn't say that I'm like a Disney adult because I'm not.
Thank God. Thank God.
But
Because this call would have gone strange if that was the case. So I'm glad we cleared that up because that was actually going to be a question of mine. So thank you.
oh, okay. So I've been to both of them, and I like Disneyland better.
Okay.
I know other people like the other one. I just feel like I like Disneyland better. So, and I guess we started going there because it opened in '55, and that's what year my mom was born. So
Okay,
she loves Disney.
Yeah, that's kind of
Nice.
cool.
That's a
So
cute
I've been
story.
to Disneyland one time in my life. It was actually on my sixth birthday.
So you don't remember any part of it.
I don't remember
at all.
shit. Yeah.
Are there photos? Because I mean, you know,
yeah, there
then
are.
you can at least see.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah,
there
so, like-
are photos of me, and I do remember the going on the teacups and the "It's a Small World." You can't forget the Small World stuff. You know that song will be in your head for a couple decades. Honestly, that's how annoying it is. So
Yeah. I mean, you know, you have to go on that. I can't do the teacups. I can't do the spinny rides, but I watch everybody else and hold everybody's stuff.
well, so that's
You know,
my
that's
question.
very nice
are
of
you
you.
are you a mom? Do you have any children?
No, I'm single. No
Okay.
children.
Okay, so who are you
It's
going
just
with?
So my mom and my older brother. So we actually got. My mom loves Disney a lot, so we actually got my mom a pass because we used to come out here with my dad, and my dad recently passed away. So we've
I'm
got.
sorry.
Oh, thank you. It's always when I say that, it's always awkward. I don't know what to say when people say sorry.
No.
Um,
What would you like us to say?
I don't know because I feel like I have to acknowledge that somebody said sorry.
Well, no, let's
And
go
not
this.
just-
Hey, tell us a little bit about your dad. Was he a good guy?
Oh yeah, he was an amazing guy.
So yeah, we can
You're
do
gonna
it.
make me like cry.
No.
Well, I was gonna say it's not a. I'm sorry. It's
I
a
don't
hey.
even know you. I can't cry the first time I talk.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is, hey, instead of doing I'm sorry, let's go. Hey, let's celebrate his life, and he
Oh, yeah.
sounds like a good guy, and so that's why I brought that up.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Yeah. So, but yeah, we got a pass, and we're out here to do that. So.
So it's you and your mom and your brother coming out to Disney. Your mom likes it because 1955. That was what year?
She was born.
Year she was born was
that year,
1955.
and The year the park opened.
Of the park open, got the same year. Okay, cool. So you guys are
Yeah.
out there, and where are you from originally? Did you say?
I am from Colorado, and I am a native of Colorado. Like, if you know anybody from Colorado, you got to slip that in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't have the bumper sticker, though.
Okay.
That'll happen.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you're about to have some fun. You're on vacation. Why don't you belly up to the bar? Tell us what's on your mind. You looking for any advice? Maybe a buy, sell, or trade? Maybe looking to sell
Yeah.
some memorabilia you get at Disneyland or something like that? Let us know.
No, I mean, the Broncos aren't doing well, so I could sell some Broncos memorabilia.
Broncos, let's hide. That's the new motto, right?
I feel like our motto every year is, well, there's always next year.
You sound like a Vikings fan, to be honest.
Oh.
Very similar.
But at least we got hockey, so
There you
we're
go.
fine. Yeah. I actually have two questions. So,
Fire
and,
away.
so my first question is, I'm from Colorado, but I have this problem that when I talk to people, like if they have an accent or something, I just like start talking like them, and I don't know if that's offensive.
Well,
So,
so
like, I've been listening to you guys a lot. So my mom's like, why are you talking like that? I'm like,
so you're a
I love
chameleon,
it.
is what you're saying.
I asked where you were from because first of all, you were saying sorry a lot. I felt like you were Midwest for sure, and you do have a little hint of something going on there, which I honestly appreciate. I like it. I think it's solidarity with a beautiful land. How does that sound?
yeah, that sounds good. Because it just happens. I don't know. It comes out, and then I feel bad about it because I don't want people to think I'm mocking them.
No.
No, God, no.
Okay.
Tell you what, there.
No. Okay.
No, I want you to do the rest of this call in a Midwestern accent, though.
Me
that would
too.
be very appreciative. Can you do that?
I mean, I could probably try.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's hear it.
you're all right. I feel like she's already pretty much doing it.
Oh, yeah.
The way you held that try,
No, yeah.
probably try.
Yeah, no.
And yeah.
But then I'll say something, and then you'll be like embarrassed for me.
no,
Well-
you sound great
You'll be
there.
like, oh, okay. Hey.
That was
that's
Canadian.
cool.
We had a Canadian caller earlier. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, we do it too. So
Okay, then that's fine. Then it's fine.
it's totally
Nothing to worry
fine.
about.
It's totally fine. That's the way a Midwest person would say it too. Yeah, it's fine. You're fine. Yeah, don't
Charlie
worry.
is actually now in a committed relationship with a Canadian.
I am. As of 2 callers ago,
Oh.
I am. Yeah. Yep.
So sorry he's
this
off
is
the market. I know you said you're single, but
Yeah.
he's committed.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Well, that should solve your accent deal. We think it's beautiful. So
Yeah.
what's your next question?
Okay, so my next question is, so I am a homeowner.
Congratulations.
Not to brag.
Oh, yeah, not to brag. Well, I wanted to buy a house before I turned 30, so I worked like 4 jobs and just saved a ton of money.
Wow.
Love that. I wish more people your age had that mentality. It's instead it's all
You
about.
don't know how old I am.
Well, you said you bought it before you were 30, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So if you're under 30 and you bought a house, I'm saying I wish more people had that mentality under 30.
Oh. Yeah. I'm 37. So.
Well,
But
your voice doesn't sound
You sound.
do I sound like a child?
No, you sound. You
you sound 29 years
You
old.
sound very youthful.
Oh, thank you.
So, what do you think about this house?
So, okay. So my question is, like, if there's an at-home project, I will just try to do it myself, just to give it a go.
Yep.
But I was wondering, what was your, like, if you guys have any projects that you tried yourself, what did you mess up? What did you mess up? Like, your biggest project mess up that you were like, oh.
Well, where do we start?
Yeah, I mean, you called the right podcast.
You called the wrong podcast. We're not going to help her fix shit.
No, but I can tell you about messing stuff up all the time. I got this carburetor right now that's, you should really know how to fix a carburetor before you take it off the snowmobile. The nice thing about any DIY project, in all seriousness, is YouTube has some great tutorials. I would watch the whole tutorial, okay? Because I watch like 1 minute, I get excited. I'm like, I know how to do this.
Oh, I got it from here.
I
is
got
what
it
you
from
say.
here.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of saying, I don't need these directions, And then we all know how that ends up. You end up with a fistful of screws and a wobbly table. So...
And in my experience, I have lived in my house almost 2 years. And I still don't.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Well, not to brag, I got a house. But listen to this shit. I still don't have house numbers on my house.
It's accurate.
Because Charlie's been there.
You don't, I didn't hear what, you don't have what?
House numbers.
Okay. So they're like any delivery, they just hate you.
Well,
they don't know where you are. You mean like those kind of numbers?
Yeah, yes, you're right. I do have cardboard taped in the front door window.
Cardboard. That
Yes.
is like so. Like, look at you though. Like, look at that.
Thank you.
I mean,
I feel good
thank
about
you
it.
for
Like,
recognizing
don't even worry
that.
about getting numbers. It's
We
like
call
not
that
even a
it's-
problem.
Yeah, it's good enough for who it's for, right?
Yeah, if people know where it is, then that's fine. And if you don't want somebody to know that you live there, which wouldn't be very Midwest of you, you just take it out of the window, and they're like, "I couldn't find your house," and you're
Yeah.
like, "That's weird."
Oh, oopsie daisy. Wow, you must be bad with directions. I don't know. Google, we must be unlisted. The other project I have going right now is the toilet paper holders in all of the bathrooms in my house. Turns out we bought some not so good ones to where they started getting a little wobbly. She'll deny it, but my fiance, I think, is just cranking on those things when she's pulling off toilet paper in the morning,
So basically, now you've got to switch back to the back of the toilet bowl.
Well,
paper,
so
right?
that, or I just said, so we ordered another toilet paper holder. I started the DIY project to put it up because I know what I'm doing, right? I get it up.
Yeah.
And the anchors that they sent me with the actual thing didn't hold, and the thing just fell out of the wall. So
You have a hole in the wall now?
I got a lot of holes in the wall now. One of them is about fist size. I played sheetrock roulette and missed the stud. Thank God. But we decided as a household, we're gonna be a floor stand toilet paper holder family. So
That's perfect. And then just put a picture over the hole in the wall.
exactly, you know what I'm
No
talking
one
about.
will know.
So that's what DIY is all about: is mess it up and then just put a Band-Aid over it.
What is the project you're trying to do right now?
No, I was just curious. So, I guess the project that I really messed up was staining my deck.
What'd you do?
Because you know how you said you watched like a minute of the YouTube video? I think I may have done that as well.
I may have.
Possibly.
It's like, yeah, you painted on. I get it.
All right, talk us through this first minute of the YouTube video. What did they say?
Well, it seemed very simple, just it was new wood, so I didn't have to do any of the crazy stuff with like stripping it, just power washed it, I bought a power washer. I was like, look at me, here we go, project time. And then I put the stain on, but the oil-based stain, the video was like, yeah, you put it on and then you just like don't put too much on, you wipe it off as you go. But I didn't realize you like super had to wipe the oil stain off or it doesn't dry all the way.
So it was slippery AF is what you're saying?
Yeah, so show of hands, who has stained their deck twice, my hand's up because I have to do it again.
Everyone's got to wear the shoes they wear during curling. It keeps you from slipping. Everyone's got to wear track spikes on your deck so that they don't fall.
I was like, my nephews would go out and they'd be like, can we play on the porch? So I had to get some carpet put out there until I redid it. So I was like, so I'm like, sure, just stay on the carpet outside.
Or what you could have done is gotten some rags, rubber banded them around their ankles over their shoes, and they could have just skidded across it and done the wiping for you.
See, that would have been a pro move right there.
If only you guys had this podcast sooner. I could have got that advice.
I wish you would have called in sooner. We could have given you that advice. Could have made a game out of it,
Well, I think we just got to leave you with some DIY advice, a little Midwest DIY advice. Step 1, watch the whole YouTube video.
Step 2, caulk and paint will make you what you ain't.
Did you hear that?
Oh, okay.
It deserves repeating. Give it again, Miles.
Caulk and paint will make you what you ain't.
Thank you for emphasizing more that time. And I think step 3 is WD-40 and duct tape will fix whatever step 1 and 2 didn't fix.
I
don't think that helps you with your deck, but
WD-40 will take it right off. You grew up with duct tape, you said?
What off?
Well, anything.
Duct tape, WD-40 will take it off?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Don't listen to that.
Whatever it is.
That's not accurate.
Well,
please.
I was totally there with him on that. I was believing you.
I'm serious.
Don't go spray your deck with WD-40. Please don't do that.
Oh, I'm not going to spray
I didn't say WD-40 on the deck.
That's kind of what you're implying.
I said duct tape.
Oh, yeah. No, that'll fix it.
Yeah.
Duct tape that shit up. You're going to need maybe 80 to 90 rolls for a deck, but...
How cool of a deck would that be? A fully duct tape deck? I mean, come on. You are the talk of the neighborhood. And you use enough duct tape? Toddlers could be out there. It's like a padded cell.
The duct deck.
I don't know if my brother will go for that. If I'm like, we'll put the kids in the padded cell. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Call it the duct deck, Miles said.
Hey.
The duct deck.
Is your brother handy? What the hell is he doing?
So I have two brothers. I'm sandwiched in the middle of them. They're both, well, one of them is handy. The other one...
So all you got to do is buy him some beer.
Hands.
All you got to do is buy him some beer and pizza, and he'll do any DIY that you'll ever need.
Yeah, I mean, that's my brother has been teaching me how to change the oil in my car.
It's good.
And that's, except, he makes me do all the stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you look at it? And he's like, if I have to get down there, then I'm not going to be happy about this. So then I tried it. So I just put all the stuff and I just hope it's right.
Oh,
that's one to roll the dice on.
I love all these people that feel that way driving down the road while I am as well.
Is your car still working?
Oh yeah.
She watched 1 minute of a YouTube video. It's good.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, I have another YouTube video fail. I mean, you got to be careful with those videos.
Yeah, you
They're
do.
just not. Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with those. So I have advice. I need advice too. Can I have advice as well? Or
Yeah.
is this too long?
Please. No,
Is this too long?
we are
I
here
can
for
hang
you.
up. Like,
We
you
are
can
here
tell
for
I'm gonna
you.
be honest. This is our last call of the day, and so look, we got all the time in the world.
Yeah,
so
give it
let's
to us.
just go.
Well, you guys sound great for the last call of the day.
Let's
We've
go.
been
dude.
drinking.
Let's go. Well, Charlie's been drinking. I've been hanging out. Charlie's
You've been
kind
hanging
of.
out.
Charlie's, got a little problem, but we're working on it.
Miles is getting loopy at the end of the day. I'm trying to keep us on track here. Miles is, who's definitely had more than me, by the way.
Well, I weigh a lot more than
Okay.
you do, so it evens out.
So then, then I guess, okay, so I need some advice.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously I feel like, as a single lady looking for the guys,
Single lady looking
My
for the guy.
I know where this is
my
going.
question,
Yeah.
where's it going? You tell me.
Oh,
Where's
no.
it going?
Oh, no.
Okay,
We're
okay.
not falling for that trap.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
You
Hey,
saying our
you
first
know.
rodeo? You go ahead.
We already fell for that with the Canadian. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That,
Are you or are you not trying to steal Charlie Barons' heart? Is the question.
no, she's not. She's just looking for advice.
First of all, yeah, I need advice, but also yeah, I'm here to steal his heart from
You are
Canada.
a heartthrob, dude. You are a heartthrob.
Wow.
At
Wow.
least she doesn't have to get a visa to come see you.
So is all this DIY stuff just
Yeah.
So,
just a ruse?
so-
It's foreplay.
Yeah,
is what
that was
is.
20-minute
real
foreplay.
quick,
Wow.
don't put numbers on your house because it sounds like everybody wants to find it.
Oh, jeez
No numbers on your
Louise.
house.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. So what?
Harry, okay, but this is real. Here's my question.
Yeah.
So when I go out or whatever, I wear, I don't care if I match. I'm like, whatever. I got, this is what I'm going to wear.
You're dressed.
And I'll ask yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If
Good.
I need to look nice, tell me I need to look nice. Other than that, I'm like, yeah, whatever, here we go. And I'll ask my brother or my mom, I'm like, hey, how does this look? And they're like, well, if you want to wear that.
to be fair, I get that exact same response from my family too. So,
Okay.
but
So I'm
I
like,
don't
is
ask
that
them
my
how
red
I look.
flag?
They just say, "Oh, so you showed up in that, huh?" It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't just wear a flannel shirt with a t-shirt under it. I was like,
Before you continue on the dress thing, what do you think about
Yeah.
a man wearing bib overalls?
Looking good.
oh, jeez.
You're in
We're
luck.
in trouble now.
You're in luck.
We're in trouble now. So, do you? I'm trying
I'm
to.
so flustered.
No, I'm trying to dive down here. So you think is the
You
question
think your
what should
dress
you wear?
is the problem?
Yeah, is the garb?
Yeah, is that my first red flag that gets me, nobody's asked me out or anything?
Well, I
I mean,
What-
in a
what do you-
non-creepy
He
way.
doesn't-
Like, are you just
he
wearing
doesn't know
jeans
the
and a
beer,
shirt, or what's
Yeah, what are you
going on?
wearing right now?
I gotta go.
jeans and a flannel on.
Jeans and a flannel,
Jeans and a
perfect.
flannel.
You match then.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem
You're
is
matching
you're
right
in
now.
Colorado. You got to move to the Midwest.
Okay, move to the Midwest.
Yeah, are you writing that
You
down?
know, I'm making mental notes.
Okay.
Cardboard sign in the window with the numbers.
Yep.
DYI, watch more than 1 minute of the video. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
You are. And then when you go out, what's your move to pick up the guys? Or what's their move to pick you up?
So that's the problem here. That's the problem. I feel like there's there's no move. There's nothing.
There's no move.
Nothing there.
I got
There's
nothing.
There's zero movement, is what you're saying. Okay.
Well,
Yes,
if you s-
exactly. So that's what I'm like. Is that my red flag?
Well,
like, right
so
away. I'm
he-
like,
here
I
we
don't
go.
have a snaggle tooth. My teeth are straight. I smile at people.
No, over the phone, you sound very good looking.
You
so I
sound
wouldn't
like
worry
you got
about
straight
that.
teeth from
You
here.
sound. I
Okay.
haven't heard any I haven't heard any whistles coming through the phone, so I know you don't have a gap tooth either. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a gap tooth, Charlie.
You got
so,
a gap tooth.
So I can say that. I can make fun of it. But it sounds like you don't have a gap tooth, so that's good. I'm going to throw a metaphor. Maybe you won't understand this because you're from Colorado and you're at Disneyland right now. But when you're sitting in a tree stand and there's no deer walking your way, what you got to do is you got to find a different spot. Is all I got to say. What kind of places are you hanging out at? Are you going to the club? Are you going to a bar? Are you going to church? Where are you looking to pick up some guys at?
Well, I mean, I've been going to church. But I've been helping my mom since my dad passed away, so I haven't been going out a lot.
Well, yeah.
And so I go to work, and then that's it. And at work, I feel like that's not a place I want to meet anybody.
Well, have you gotten any apps? Do you have any dating apps downloaded?
No, so I should get some dating apps.
Well, that's not how I would do it. My advice would be go to a bar and go to the right bar, and then you'll meet someone there. But if you're not able to go to the bar because you've been helping out your mom and you've been working a lot, dating apps might be the next move.
Could be. What city are you in, Colorado?
I am right outside of Denver. Right outside of Denver.
Okay.
Flat side or Rocky Mountain side?
Yeah. Which side?
I almost told you like what town, and then I was like,
well, yeah,
people probably.
That was the question. What town? I mean, I can't find you from just a town name, you know.
He will find you.
I live in Westminster.
So is that
right
on the
outside of
flat
Denver.
side or the Rocky Mountain side?
Do you understand
It's
how
on the Rocky Mountain side.
Okay, well
on the Rocky Mountain
you're gonna need to move to the flat side of Denver. First and foremost.
You cross that line and it goes from hippie to more flannels. Although there are a lot of flannels on both sides, I will say.
If I know anything about humans, it's flannels attract flannels. And so you got to go where there's flannels. And I tell you what, Rocky Mountain, Denver ain't got flannels as much as you'd think.
Flannel
there's
attract
a lot
flannel.
Okay, so wear the flannel, look for the flannel. Do I have to match?
We need we need a lot more flannel on flannel action is what we're saying. Not less flannel on skinny jeans and Sorel boots is what we're saying.
Oh no, not that. No.
Okay, when you get into the bar, okay, and you see a fella up there who you kind of like, all right, and you're doing nothing, right? Why are you doing nothing? Why don't you approach him? What's the biggest fear?
I mean, that's what makes me feel bad because I feel like it goes both ways, but I feel like that fear of like rejection.
Yeah.
But I also feel like you can't just expect, like guys to make that move because obviously.
All right, so here's my question. This is the go-to move, and whether it's right or wrong, I've said this quite a few on this podcast. Are you shooting any eyeballs? Eyeballs are the gateway to the soul. Are you doing a lot of long eye contact with any guys you're interested in?
No, I more like look at them and they look at me and I look away.
Okay.
Oh,
so do that, but I want you to give one extra Mississippi pause on the eyes before you look away. So boom, we've made eye contact, one Mississippi, then look away. Not a boom, eye contact, look away. It just looks like you accidentally looked at them then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever fished for walleyes with leeches?
I have not.
So here's how it works.
I have been fishing.
Oh, go ahead.
But not with.
What have you been? You've been fishing?
Yeah, I've been fishing, but not with leeches.
Okay. Well, Miles just put his mic down, so he knows there's an explanation coming here.
Are we done?
No. We're not done. This is the analogy that's
I just know that Barons is supposed to spit some truth is what's about to happen. So I set my mic down. I'm going to let him do his thing.
This is the analogy that's going to wrap it all together. When you're fishing walleyes on Lake Winnebago off the dock and you're going with leeches, you get a leech on your deal and you cast it out there, and then you drag it across the bottom. Okay, just drag it, and then you're gonna feel a bump, just a bump. Okay, that's the eye contact Miles is talking about. They make eye contact with you. That's the first bump. All right, then you got to open the bail. Okay, that means you don't move. You don't move. You just look away for a second, and then you wait for the next him to look again. And at this point, this means the fish put the deal in its mouth, okay? So you open the bail, and if line starts going out, you got a runner. So you look at him once, that's your bump, you look away, and then you're looking back at him. If he gives you eye contact again, you got a fish on. It's time to set the hook. Walk on over there, say, hey, what are you drinking? And he's going to say, I'm drinking. You're going to say, I don't care, but I'm having an old-fashioned. And then he's going to get you that old-fashioned, and you just found yourself the man of your dreams.
Hook, line, and sinker is what we call that, baby.
Right there. Right there.
You make it sound so easy.
No, it's not easy, but it takes work.
Yeah.
You don't walk out on the dock and you're the best fisherman on the dock to start, but
that's why they don't call
little practice. All of a sudden, you're feeding the whole family with that type of hook, line, and sinker, you know?
They don't call it catching. They call it fishing, okay? So you get out there.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. You get out there. You start casting your line. You're a very sweet gal. You got a lot of heart. You got a house. You're going to find someone.
Yeah. And if all that fails, just walk up to a guy and go, I own a house.
Yeah, I know. I should try that. I should be like, I come with a house and I'm debt free.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Try the sugar mama route. That might be a good one. If all this bullshit analogies fail, try and be a sugar mama.
I'm not worried about you. You're going to find love, and you're going to find it quick. I guarantee you. We just put it out there into the universe, okay?
So if someone's looking, and if anyone's listening to this podcast, it's in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, Denver side.
Westminster.
That's looking for a gal who's a sugar mama, has a house. Let us know. We'll link you guys up.
She likes to fish.
No Disney adults though.
Yeah.
No.
You are at Disney for your mother, okay? Not for your husband, okay?
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I'm just here, you know?
Yeah. So what do you think? You think we helped you out at all today, or?
Yeah, we need some reassurance right now because we're not sure. She just said,
This is an advice podcast, so we need confirmation that we gave good advice, please.
Yeah, no, I feel like this was a great conversation. I feel like you helped me. The fishing analogy, like 10 out of 10.
Wow.
That was great.
Wow.
That was great.
Well,
would listen again.
All right.
Okay.
She'd listen to it again. Well, you've just been a 10 out of 10 guest, okay? So
cool
it's a two-way
Barons.
street.
All right,
What?
Jesus.
What?
We know she's single, but just relax,
I'm just
man.
casting my leech out, you know? Jeez Louise.
All right, well, you can go ahead and DM Barons as well.
I'll DM you guys. I'll DM you later. Just kidding.
All right.
Okay. Please, Barons.
Sounds bail is open. We got a runner.
Well, we appreciate calling in. Have fun at Disneyland. And
Thanks. And
tell your mom we says hi, right, Charlie?
Yeah, tell your mom we says hi.
And your brother, I suppose.
And your bro.
Tell him he needs to start helping you out around the house, by the way.
Seriously.
That's kind of bullshit in my mind.
honestly, how did you know?
Well, we
'cause
talked about it an hour ago.
Because you told us.
I know. I'm sorry. You guys were like, we're leaving. This will be a 2-second call. And then it's like, I don't know. How long? 30 minutes later.
It's a Midwest goodbye, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying here.
You're doing good.
You're doing good. You're doing good, kid.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you soon,
All right.
okay?
Okay.
Bye.
You guys take care. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. Well,
All right,
Miles,
Charlie, we found you 2 girlfriends on this podcast.
matchmaker. I can just wait.
That was this podcast, both of them, right?
I can't wait to see the title of this.
Charlie finds love. Question mark.
Charlie uses podcast as dating app.
Something like that. We'll be good. Charlie, as always, this has been fun.
Miles, it's been a
real.
pleasure.
It's been fun.
Are you doing the thing right there?
It has been real fun.
It has
Charlie.
been really fun.
And Brooke's been our great bartender.
Thank you, Brooke. Thank you
She's
so
kept
much.
us thoroughly
Libated.
beard up,
Yep.
as I would say. So
Heck
thank
yeah.
you. We're here at Palmer's in Minneapolis, and it's a great spot if you're ever in the area. Got to hit it up. Check it out. You got anything else, Barons, or are we good to go?
I just really have been taking in this bar. And, oh, look, grain belt. Right
Every
there.
single time I get every time I get distracted, I look at that little cat with the waving arm.
I know. There's that, and check out the walleye up there.
Oh God!
Yeah,
that's way up there. How did you see it?
I got a sense. It's not often you see the underbelly of a walleye.
I
but
know,
geez.
never. God, that's a good looking walleye up there.
Yeah, it is.
There's a photo that goes along with that. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's proof. So yeah, this is a great spot.
Yeah.
Check it out, and you guys make sure you tip your bartenders, as we're gonna
Always
do.
tip your bartender. We
for
love
Brooke.
you. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye bye.